Welcome back to Currency Revalue. Today, we are standing at a threshold in global finance, a moment that so many thought might never actually arrive. For decades, the Iraqi dinar has been at the center of speculation, conversation, and quiet hope. Investors, currency enthusiasts, and longtime holders have waited, sometimes patiently and sometimes with deep frustration, for one thing: the day Iraq's national currency would reappear on the global stage. Well, according to multiple reports, that day has now arrived. The Iraqi dinar has reportedly surfaced on international foreign exchange markets, Forex itself. Traders from London to Tokyo are now seeing the IQD ticker displayed alongside the world's biggest currencies: the US dollar, the euro, the Japanese yen, the British pound, and the Swiss franc. For many, this isn't just another data point, it's the beginning of a seismic shift in the financial landscape. Let's rewind for a moment. For years, the Iraqi dinar has lived in a strange twilight zone. It wasn't just a currency. It was a story, a dream, and for some, even a cause for ridicule. Countless articles, gurus, and forums debated if Iraq would ever revalue or reintroduce its currency globally. Rumors of overnight fortunes came and went. Hype built and collapsed. Skepticism hardened. And through it all, a dedicated community of holders kept believing that one day the IQD would regain its rightful place. The question was never if, but always when. And now, the first tangible signs suggest that when is finally now. Picture this: it's a routine morning in London, one of the busiest financial hubs on Earth. Traders are scanning their screens, expecting to see the usual suspects: the dollar, the euro, the yen. Suddenly, three unexpected letters flash across the ticker. IQD. At first, some dismissed it as a system glitch. But within minutes, confirmations were coming in from Frankfurt, Tokyo, New York, and Dubai. It wasn't a mistake. The Iraqi dinar had been listed. Phones started ringing. Brokers scrambled. Automated systems went into overdrive. Some traders compared the intensity of that moment to the launch of the euro, saying that rarely in modern financial history has a currency event grabbed global attention so quickly. Then came the leaked banking memo. According to reports, this wasn't just speculation. The document, said to come from a top-tier financial institution, laid out the situation in black and white. The Iraqi dinar had been reinstated on international trading platforms, its activity was under watch by central banks, and the infrastructure to support liquidity was already in place. This wasn't chaos, it was choreography. Behind the scenes, it appeared Iraq and global institutions had carefully prepared for this rollout. Major banks across the US, the UK, and Asia had reportedly set up liquidity agreements to prevent the market from spiraling. Special exchange desks were quietly staffed for high-net-worth clients and hedge funds. Everything suggested this wasn't random. It was planned. And then came the jaw-dropping part: the rates. Reports surfaced of initial trading activity showing numbers as high as $5 per dinar. To put that in perspective, a single 25,000 IQD note, something people might have kept in a drawer for years, was suddenly worth over $125,000, in some cases even more. For many ordinary holders, this wasn't just news, it was life-changing. Years of being dismissed or even mocked for holding worthless paper had flipped overnight into the possibility of transformative wealth. Analysts who once downplayed the dinar were forced to reckon with a new reality. The IQD was no longer just a rumor, it was a tradable, recognized, global currency. The response worldwide was electric. In Asia, platforms reportedly saw record-breaking traffic. Algorithms struggled to keep up with the flood of orders. In Europe, London and Frankfurt brokers said the frenzy was unlike anything in recent memory. And in the United States, by the time Wall Street opened, the IQD was dominating every financial news outlet. Bloomberg, CNBC, Reuters, all running near-constant coverage. The dinar wasn't just on Forex screens, it was on TV screens everywhere. Global experts quickly stepped forward. Michael Anderson, a strategist in London, pointed to Iraq's political stabilization and strong oil exports as the foundation for this shift. Sarah Lee, an analyst in Hong Kong, noted the visible presence of institutional investors. This wasn't just hype, but big money moving into position. And James Carter, a former U.S. Treasury advisor, said it plainly: This isn't speculation anymore, this is policy. That statement underscored everything. This wasn't random market movement. It was structured, strategic, and sanctioned. But beyond the financial fireworks, there's a human story here. For years, many who held onto the dinar endured skepticism. Friends, family, and even financial advisors often rolled their eyes. Yet those who stayed the course now find themselves validated. What was once mocked as fantasy has been transformed into a visible, verifiable market reality. The dinar has gone from being a symbol of hope to a tangible, tradable asset with potentially life-changing value. Still, with great excitement comes great caution. Experts are quick to warn, the first hours and days of trading are wildly volatile. Rates will swing. Algorithms and traders will push prices up and down. Emotional reactions can be dangerous. Acting impulsively in this environment could lead to disappointment. The message from professionals is clear: patience is key. The long-term opportunity is real, but the short-term ride will be bumpy. Looking ahead, banks are expected to roll out structured exchange programs, offering lump sums, staggered exchanges, or customized financial planning options. The medium-term phase will be about sustainability, not just quick profits. And beyond individuals, Iraq itself is set to benefit. With massive oil reserves, expanding trade, and an improving political landscape, this is not just about a currency. It's about a nation rejoining the global economy. The IQD's return is both a financial and a symbolic milestone, a sign of Iraq's resurgence and reintegration with global markets. Ladies and gentlemen, this is history in the making. For decades, the Iraqi dinar existed in speculation, online forums, and in the hands of hopeful believers. Today, it is on the global stage, trading alongside the world's most powerful currencies. This is not just about money, it's about perseverance rewarded, about a story that combines human resilience with financial history. And it's only the beginning. Stay tuned here on Currency Revalue. Subscribe so you don't miss a single update, because in the days, weeks, and months ahead, the dinar story is going to continue unfolding. Knowledge is your greatest tool, and being prepared is the smartest strategy. The long-awaited moment has arrived. The dinar is trading, and the future is now.